What's up, everybody? We're back this time for a Week 17 breakdown video of the Draftkings slate. As always, I'm your host, Mike Murray. If you like the content, give me that thumbs up. Guys, leave comments down below. We didn't have any comments last week. I know I've been kind of inconsistent. Sorry if I hit my computer. I know I've been a little bit inconsistent making the videos and stuff. Kind of didn't do the review videos last couple weeks. Getting to the end of the season, man, it's a little bit like you know, it's a little bit tough. This is a little bit of a weird week. I'm not gonna go as in depth as I usually do because, like, let's be honest, we this is an information slate. You got to be following like Evan Silva and Adam Levitan on Twitter. You got to get all the motivation and information angles. There's some things we might not know till like Saturday afternoon or night. So just do the best you can. That's what we're gonna do here. It's kind of more. This is more of like a slate overview. The games I'm gonna attack. The games kind of gonna avoid. There's 15 games on the slate, so we're gonna get into this pretty quickly. Is if anyone cares, tournaments last week went horrible for me. Just didn't go well. Early in the week, I was on that Miami Cincinnati game, got off of it due to weather and wind concerns. Got on the Seattle game, the Seattle Arizona game, Russell Wilson and Tyler Lockett, and that did not go well. What are you gonna do, man? That happens. Unfortunately, wasn't my week. Wasn't my week, and we just try to take it on the chin and move on to the next week. This is the last week of the season. I appreciate all you guys watching the channel. I really do. Next season, I won't be at. I'm hoping I could put more energy and effort into the channel. Get the video quality up, the product. Some of the clean it up a little bit. It definitely made some mistakes this year. It's my first time doing this. Kind of just threw it all together. So I really appreciate all you guys watching this season. I do have some changes I'm gonna make to my content in the future. So, I appreciate you guys bearing with me for the first season. Like always, though, guys, leave comments down below. We always have better weeks when we engage with each other. So let me know who you guys are on this week, and we can go back and forth. So let's just get right into the slate. The Jets at the Bills. I think the Bills talking about resting some of their starters weren't really clear if they were including the defense there. Kind of like Le'Veon a little bit here at the price tag of 5,800. That's if the Bills are going to rest some of their starters. Nobody else really. The Jets going to try to win this game. The Jets are going to try to end the season on a high note. On the other side, nobody. I think the Jets defense is in play here too. So Le'Veon, the Jets defense, more so the Jets defense, because I just don't trust Le'Veon. Le'Veon's been terrible this year. Cleveland at Cincinnati. This is an interesting game. Both teams can try to win this game. I think both the running backs are my favorite plays here. OBJ's banged up, Landry's banged up. So Chubb on Cleveland and on Cincinnati Mixon. Cleveland's been like the worst team against the run since Garrett's gone out. So they've been horrible. They've been letting up like 140 yards a game on the ground. So Mixon could have a big game here. He didn't have a good game last week because he was sick. Who knows? So both running backs firmly in play here. Green Bay at Detroit. Interesting game here. I think both teams try to win this game. Indoor game late in the season, so that's always sneaky. On Green Bay, I like Allen Lazard and Aaron Jones. Well, actually, something? I'll put Devontae Adams in there too, but kind of tough to trust Adams unless you think Detroit can keep it moderately close. If you do want to play someone in Detroit, playing Kenny Galladay. Kenny Galladay is going to be the guy I play. So three. I hate to do this to you guys. Three guys in Detroit. Oh, really four: Aaron Rodgers, Lazard, Adams, and you can't play. I kind of don't like Aaron Jones though. With the Jamal Williams will be out this week, so it does make Jones more. This is probably the funkiest angle of the slate for me is the Packers because Jones went off last week. Still another great matchup here against Detroit. So the Green Bay is going to try to win this game. They're going to try to win this game. They're going to go all out. LAC at Kansas City. Okay, this is an interesting game. I like on LAC. Only person I play is Eckler. He's the only guy I would play. On Kansas City, I like Damian Williams. I like the defense. A lot of people are going to pay up for Travis Kelce in this slate because you're going to have the money. You're going to be a lot of value. You're going to have money to pay up. So I don't hate Travis Kelce either. Travis Kelce's firmly in play too. Like I said, guys, Week 17 is a tough slate. But I kind of like the value of Damian Williams here the most. Chicago at Minnesota. I like Allen Robinson in this game. He's my favorite play in this game. The Minnesota side's tough because they're going to be resting a lot of their starters, man. So, I mean, I don't know. Maybe Laquan Treadwell is for some value, I guess. Or Irv Smith, maybe. Trubisky to Robinson, run it back with Irv Smith. I suppose he's going to play and get some run here. So I don't hate that at all. Chicago's bad against tight ends. Miami against New England. I like Sony Michel here. I think Sony Michel is gonna be a game they stuff the ball in his belly a bunch of times and cover the spread, win this game. On the other side, kind of like Patrick Laird a little bit. They're all banged up at running back. I think he could catch a bunch of passes here. So I like Sony Michel and Patrick Laird from this game. Atlanta at Tampa Bay. Hot take. I'm avoiding this game from an offensive standpoint. I like the Bucs defense the most in this game. This is the stand I'm going to take on this slate. You got to take a stand. My stand is I'm going to avoid Tampa Bay and Atlanta offensive players. That might come back to bite me, but so be it. New Orleans at Carolina. Okay, I like Latavius Murray here on New Orleans. Okay, I think they yank their starters out early if they're ahead big. And I think on the other side, I like Curtis Samuel and Christian McCaffrey. McCaffrey is the guy. I think the decision of this slate, man, is going to be if you're playing CMC or not. He's 250 yards away from the scrimmage yard record. Man, that's a lot of yards, though, man. That doesn't seem like much. I think that'd be close to a season high. Well, not really, but it would be one of his best games of the season. This is tough. I mean, is New Orleans going to rest their defensive players? Are they not? I don't know. So that's the decision of the slate. If you don't pay up for CMC, yeah, I don't know. It's tough. I can definitely see them trying to get him the record. So I'm not saying to not play CMC. I haven't figured out. This is the trickiest angle probably for me for a specific player is whether or not to play Christian McCaffrey. 216 yards is a lot of yards. They might just not. They might be far away from it at halftime, man. They might be like, well, let's say he only has like 70, 80 yards at halftime, which is crazy to think about. But let's just say they might just say, screw it, we're not going to get it for him. It's too far away. No, they are going to get him the 1K, but he's only like 60 yards away from the 1,000 yards receiving. So he's definitely going to get that. I'm not sure about the scrimmage yard record. I think they're going to go for it, though. But, definitely, as always, he's in play. But I like Curtis Samuel, too, here. Curtis Samuel's an interesting play here, too. The one concern about McCaffrey is this. Man, Will Grier looked terrible last week, and I have real concerns about them moving the ball against the Saints defense. Because I think the Saints defense will play their starters, if I had to guess. I like Latavius Murray here on the Saints, though. Washington at Dallas. I have Zeke written down. I like Zeke, but I also like Gallup and Cobb as well. This is a little bit of a funky game. I think I actually like the receivers more here. Dak, this could be Dak's last game on that contract. He's going to want to have a big game here. So I like Gallup and Cobb, and on the other side with Case Keenum, I think you can play a receiver or Chris Thompson. I think those two guys. I think there's a little bit of a sneaky game here. Indoor game. Case Keenum should be able to move the ball against this lackluster Dallas defense. Tough to pin. McLaurin has a concussion. The Dallas side's a little tough, though. You can play Zeke, Cobb, kind of like the Green Bay side. I like it. It's just kind of broad. You can play. I'd probably go with the passing attack if I had to pick here. Zeke just has not looked good this year. He just hasn't looked good this year. So I'd probably go with the passing attack here. And obviously, you can play a couple guys on Washington if you really wanted to. Oakland against Denver. I like Courtland Sutton here. Courtland Sutton's the play here. I'm not playing anything on Oakland. Arizona at the Rams. I like Larry Fitzgerald here in a retirement game. I really do. I think they're going to, with no Jalen Ramsey, I think they're going to feed him the ball this week. And I think he's pretty cheap on DraftKings. So I like Larry Fitzgerald. On the other side, I guess you could play Cooper Kupp. Yeah, I just don't like his price tag. His price tag's gross. It's so gross. Do not like that. But everyone played Kupp in this matchup a couple weeks ago or a while ago, and he failed. So I like going right back to it. Here's my favorite game on the slate, Philadelphia at the Giants. Philadelphia had just ruled out Zach Ertz today, so I love Dallas Goedert here. He might go on all my teams. I love Dallas Goedert from the Eagles. And on the Giants, I like Daniel Jones as my quarterback. He's 1.9% owned right now. So I love Daniel Jones here. Little tough pairing him with somebody. Hard to pair him. Shepard, Tate, and Slayton, who's a little banged up, all in play. Not going to tell you to not play any of those guys, but I love this game. I love Goddard and I love Daniel Jones. Stack them up with one or two of these pass catchers. This game, I think, is going over the total. I love this game. It's my favorite game on the slate. But as far as specific pass catcher, it's tough to say, man. Very tough to say. This Giants passing attack is very tough to pinpoint. But, that's what I like here. I like the passing attack on both sides. I think this game hits the over. Indianapolis at Jacksonville. I like Marlon Mack here. I like Marlon Mack. I like going right back to him. He had a very unlucky game last time. Very unlucky. A little concerned. He was getting ganked out at the goal line a couple times for Wilkins and Hines, and a little tough, dude. But I think this could be a Marlon Mack spot. Also, could play Leonard Fournette on the other side because, as we see with CMC, the Colts funnel passes to the running backs when other teams trailing. They kind of keep things into the flats. So, my favorite play from this game is Marlon Mack, though. Pittsburgh at Baltimore. This is a game I'm avoiding. I just don't like. Some people like this game. I don't like this game. This Pittsburgh defense is good. I don't want to mess with any of the value on Baltimore. This is a weird game. Tennessee at Houston. My favorite receiver play in the slate, A.J. Brown. I like A.J. Brown. I like Ryan Tannehill, too. Ryan Tannehill has a lot of incentives here to have a good game. I don't remember what they were, but he has some incentives. A.J. Brown's a beast. I played him last week. Didn't work out. I'd go right back to it. I love A.J. Brown here. Love Ryan Tannehill. On the other side, I think I'd go with either Stills or Duke Johnson. I think this could be a good spot to kind of pick a little cheap piece off the Texans and run it back because I don't think they're gonna. I don't know what their situation is, but I don't think they're. I think they're not gonna try that hard to win this game. I don't think this game's all that important to them. So that's gonna be the breakdown video for this week, guys. I wanted to go through it quick because this is a weird week. Week 17 is always a tough week. Like I said, my angle this week is I'm fading the Tampa game. I'm getting on the Giants Eagles game. My bold prediction: I think the Giants beat the Eagles and knock them out of the playoffs, and I think the Cowboys get in. So I think the Cowboys beat the Redskins, and the Giants knock out the Eagles. Okay, the Giants are on a little 2-game win streak. They want to go into this offseason hot, and they could save their coach's job. I think those guys like Pat Shermer, and if they win this game, they might save his job. So, guys, thank you very much for a great season. I am going to still make, I think, videos for the playoffs and those slates, even though I'm going to forewarn you, I'm not good at building teams for the slate as always. I'm decent at breaking the slate down, but I'm not really great at building the actual rosters, which is tough. But I will probably make more of those. Guys, bad news today. Play Draft announced that they're ending their format, so I was really excited about best balls this off season. I don't know what the status of those are now. They've merged with FanDuel. I hope they still have best ball because that was a lot of fun, and I wanted to make a lot of videos on best ball this off season, but we'll have to wait and see what happens there. But as always, guys, thank you for watching. Don't forget to leave your comments down below, guys. I really like when we can go back and forth with each other on our plays and stuff. I usually have a way better week. So thank you guys very much for a great regular season. As always, let's win some money on Sunday.